for somebody from the last show. This is for Bobo Dilligaff. All right. So now it is playing it. Waiting for more people to come in. If you guys have any questions or anything cool going on, let me know. Anybody pick up some cool comics this week? Hey, Bobo, just showing off your piece. Oh, where is... Tanya, I gotta connect that other keyboard. Do that. I was gonna ask you about that J of Future Past variant versions, because I saw that in one of the Marvel books I picked up. I was reading Doom Quest this week, and I saw that. I was like, oh shit. So there you go. I got a little bit of everything. Decided to move Jay over here. Jay Gonzo. Oh shit, I forgot to do the black of his jacket. I might do that now. Yeah, they probably made an arrangement. I'm very proud of this Miss Piggy / Rosario Dawson. I watched the movie again just to get back into it and get some ideas. Now I kind of wish I made the couple, the porch monkey couple from the porch monkey scene. And I also thought, man, it would have been cool to have Fozzie with the porch monkey shirt. Fozzie Randall. There's Rizzo as Elias. You can't taste racism. That's true. And I did just a Muppety version of Jason Lee's character, the pickle fucker. I was gonna put a pickle in his hand. I'm not sure. And then these are the two guys from the parking lot when they're buying weed from the beginning. Of course, there's Sexy Kelly, Kinky Kelly, and the Stid. So yeah, I gotta go back and I gotta really do that coat part. Totally forgot to do. Was like Rosario Dawson really pregnant at the end? Because it didn't seem like the fake pregnant. If you guys are looking for a piece for your fandom, something you're into, let me know. All my prices are under buy now. Oh, her and the baby died, right? Shit. Yeah, I remember that. I was telling you, I was very tempted to put on episode three, Clerks 3, and finish it. So there you go, man. So I should be posting that into the mail mañana. It's too late now. I got your label and everything printed out. So I've been just doing sketchbook stuff. I've been working on a couple of things. I can't really show too much because it's kind of like the comic strip and stuff. But I am working on a new sticker for Fugly. That's gonna be a sticker like Dick Tracy style once I color it. I finished this up to do the turnaround for Turbo Turtle, which is gonna come out in issue 2 of Fugly. And then more Night Thrasher, my version of Night Thrasher. I'm working on that. Going to see about doing like an outlaw comic of that. I'll probably work on it for this year. Maybe next year I'll do it at Heroes Con. I know everybody's at Heroes Con. I have so many friends hitting me up about that. Oh, for sure. Oof. So yeah, so that's just messing with the paints. I'm trying to see if I do oil pastels over it. This is just a figure drawing I did. Some guy with a awkward pose. But I was inspired today because I was listening to the Ink Pulp podcast or watching it, and they had an editor on, this guy Brandon. They were just talking about Transformers and all this other stuff. So now I was like, I want to draw Transformers. I I should do something. And one of the things that came to mind was Sideswipe, my favorite Transformer. He was the Lamborghini from G1. And again, if you want to see my stuff, guys, you just got to go to flogata.com. I got to do. What do you guys think? I want to do like a thing on here that has like, I guess, like flogata on it, like some kind of cool background. I should try to do something like that. Anyway, I'm still messing with my ink brushes. Man, I should really label this shit. Trying to get them to look right. This is dark one. This is the dark one. All right, I should label these fucking things. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna insert it for tomorrow. I haven't been doing the daily sketchbook because I just feel like nobody responds to that. And I was doing it on Substack, and some people were responding to it, but it's also just a bitch because I have to go and I can schedule it. I can go and it's just a pain in the ass to do everything. And it's just people don't respond to sketches. Like they don't. Everybody sees it afterwards, and then they're like, "Oh, dude, this is awesome," And I'm like, "Where were you?" 6 months ago when I posted it. I also feel like I've been shadow banned like a motherfucker off of everything. So that's been a problem lately. And it's just my paranoia. Yeah, this is the gray. I think I'll leave this like that. This will stay dark. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of explore here, mess with Transformers. I've never been happy with how my Transformers look like. Never been like yay whoopee, but it's not Optimus. It's gonna be Sideswipe. He's the guy who's the Lamborghini. You know, if you want to make the Ultimate Transformers website, I would moderate it for you for free. I forgot that movie really dates itself, but that it's like, oh, a Transformers movie is coming out, and I was just like, oh shit. I can't believe I have. And yeah, the flowchart means. What was the fucking troll? Pillow? What? Pillow teeth or something? I forgot. That part I forgot about, and I was just listening to it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I just didn't understand. I was like, "Dude, it's funny. I'll go back and watch some of those movies again." I'm still putting all my sketches out on that monthly zine that I put out on Substack, which you can read for free on Global Comics. Just go to Flocka.com, guys. I produce so much shit. Which is, thank you, sir. I try. I mean, it's just like, I just learned a long time ago when you're drawing, you gotta, you're describing an object with your lines. So every line needs to do something. And if not, then why is it there? Don't draw because it's cool, draw because it does something, you know, which will also take you away from being super realistic. Sometimes when you're just trying to go for dynamicism, and ultimately, like an artist is supposed to be in control of the canvas, like whatever it is, you're supposed to be in control of it and have it and understand it and do all this shit. And so nothing on there should be on there just for like, it shouldn't have to be an accident. There should be a reasoning behind it. And what it is, then you can work from there because that's how you improve too. Because then if you say, well, I put this line and I wanted to make it look like this and it didn't work out, and it didn't work out, now you know exactly why it didn't work out. But if you keep drawing willy nilly and you're not paying attention, you're going to see that you can't improve because you don't know where you went wrong. You're just too chaotic. So sometimes you have to have a little bit of order to whatever you're doing. So that's the thing. Like Daniel Warren Johnson showed me, like you don't have to be precise. That's like what kind of turned me off from Transformers when they were like, what was the company? New Wave? No, that's not New Wave. I forgot the back in the day. They had amazing art. It was awesome. The Japanese kind of manga cool look of it was very awesome. But I was just not into it. I couldn't get into it. And then later on, they were kept emulating that when I think it was IDW and Dynamite were doing it, and I was just like, not. I just couldn't get into it. And then when Daniel Warren Johnson came in, it was kinetic. It was like moving. It had shit to it. Like it was fucking cool to see that. So I'm like kind of like ready to blast somebody's ass, and I'm just like, Dude, let me see something. Hmm. Trying to get some people to watch here, playing from different places. Mostly going to Discord. I mean, that's the thing too, man. It's just like you gotta promote, you gotta do what you can do, get people to get into this stuff. All right, that's enough of that. So yeah, so just drawing side swipe, working on my transformers look. Funny thing, because so I loaded this with like 3 parts water. I want to say that 2 parts ink. Then in the end, it was me trying to line it up. One of the cool, funny, weird things about it is that as I'm shading or working on it, if I stop for a bit, the ink starts settling inside the ferrule into here, and it starts getting darker. It's the weirdest thing. So yeah, just trying to do some Transformer shit. I want to do like a Transformers little outlaw comic. I don't know. I'm gonna see what I do. Also, if you guys want to buy my comics, you can buy them on here. I have issues 1 and 2 available. I gotta put 3 up. I'm very busy with some other stuff. Putting some stuff together for a job interview. Hopefully for next week. I thought it was today, and I freaked out because I got a voicemail, and I didn't don't check my voicemails like an asshole. And I said Friday, but it's Friday the 19th, not the 12th. So pray for me. And hopefully, I can get that job. It's for an art teacher position. That's really true. One of the things that you'll learn sometimes, and it's the hard way, is especially when you're inking. Like I like somehow like the legs are coming out because sometimes if you have that straight fucking line and you do it just right, you can get it to look really good. And sometimes you just have to go that's how the real guys do it. It just looks a lot better when you can just slot it like that. And it sucks because I know that they probably don't have the license to do the Lamborghini anymore, but man, it would be cool if they could bring them back as that. I think that's a big licensing problem that they have with them. That's when they make them into a Corvette or just a sporty red car, all the other iterations, and then they finally made them into that. I think it's a ZX4 Corvette in the movie. The fuck am I listening to? I just have it on like random tunes on my iTunes. Oh, thanks, man. That's I think I've this is like the third job for the same district that I've applied for with them, and I know the major bone of contention is I don't have experience, even though I've taught for 3 years as a substitute and I did a 1 year residency and everything else. And I think this is the back of my fucking brain, and this is gonna sound so arrogant, but I think it's my I'm over not overqualified. But since I'm a working artist and I do stuff like I'm getting I have a art show coming up at one of the local museums. I have a piece up there, and I keep working on stuff. I think people there don't want me to work with them because I think I will overdo shit, and they're not fucking wrong. Because the times that I've been in other art classes, look, man, I get it. Like sometimes I know how it is. It's just getting the kids to just do something would be amazing. But the fact that they shoot so low, education wise, if any of you have kids or yeah, bro, be on top of it because what they're teaching your kids sometimes, there's great teachers. There's some great ones. That's what probably keeps the fucking thing glued together. Um, Most of the time, what they're teaching is shit. Oh god, I'm gonna have to look for that later. I knew I should have taken that cap off. But at least I found out that these brushes on Walmart are like three for $5, so that's not bad. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, and it's not like I'm gonna turn them into artists. Like that's not my fucking mission. I was having this conversation with a music teacher that's a friend of my wife's, and I'm like, dude, we don't need more artists. We don't, but we need more people to appreciate art, and that's a major thing. And if you're an artist, you're gonna be an artist no matter what I do or anybody tells you. I know people out there that, dude, they are going to be artists no matter what. But what gets me is that for a lot of these students and a lot of these people out there, they just make it so easy and sometimes so boring. I can't blame the kids for like kind of like doing like rolling their eyes and going, "What are we doing?" So in that sense, you gotta work it so that engages them. And sometimes it's finding an application. I remember there were these two girls that this is high school, so all they like to do was their fucking makeup. Like they were always doing their makeup. I always had to be behind them and like be like, hey, you gotta work on the assignment, blah blah blah. And inevitably, I remember one girl, she's like, I have to pass this class. I'm like, you haven't done shit in the class. Anyway, you haven't done fucking anything. Um, Inevitably, one of the things that happened was like I told them, well, when you put your makeup on and you're doing this and this and that, and I was trying to apply like the color wheel to the shit that they were doing. It's like, oh, because we saw this, whatever, this tutorial on makeup to do this for whatever color or for certain skin colors. Like, oh, you know what reason behind that? And it's the color wheel. And so if you learn your color wheel, you can do your makeup more. And it helped engage with them a little bit, and they got into it. But a lot of people, it's not like that. And I've been in art classes where they're like practically coloring pages, and it's just like doing coloring book stuff. And that's the thing that gets me because then it's like, well, what are we here for then? We really are jerking off, you know? And it's not easy. Kids are assholes. They're dick faces. A lot of them are think they know everything. That's true. I'm not being facetious about it. You're fighting a lot of apathy, and part of that's from parents too. There's a lot of parents out there, and I understand they're my generation. They don't give a fuck about. Yeah. Oh, you were hired staff for bands. Oh yeah. Well, there you go. And and I get it, but like a lot of times the parents themselves are adversarial to everything that's at school. And so what happens? You have just bad fucking students that they can go home and complain to mom and dad, and then mom and dad go to the school and give you a bunch of shit for like, oh, why are you against my son, or why are you picking? And you're like, I'm not picking shit. He's not doing the work. He's not doing anything. Just plain and simple. And it's something that my wife goes through as a choir teacher, and everybody else, man. It's just what it is. So I am not, you know, at all. I don't know. I don't have any illusions. What's my light one? Oh no, wait. So this is my medium? Yeah, this is my darker gray. So if I stop for a little bit, the ink starts collecting on the bottom. It's funny. I don't know if that's a cool feature. But if you guys have any questions, you got anything you want to do, let me know. I'm just practicing over here. Might as well practice. Show you what I can do. Yeah, entitlement is the biggest thing. Yeah. And sometimes it's just like I have listen, you tell me you have a crazy fucking plan. You want to do some crazy shit. I will most likely side with you and I will go. I will get in the van. I use that term just because it's like a double thing. One is from there's a book by Henry Rollins about his days with Black Flag, and it's called Get in the Van. I think it's an excellent book, and it's that idea of like, you want to be a rock star? Get in the van. You go on tour. You play fucking places. You go and do so. I am all about that. I am very much like, let's go for A for effort. Like succeed or don't succeed, but let's fucking do this. I'm very much about that. Oh my god, I haven't heard this song in ages. It's a good song, but it's fucking sad. Anyway, but so I have students that like come up to me and they want to be a YouTuber. Like straight up, they'll just say it to me. And I'm not talking about a fucking middle schooler. I'm not talking about, I'm talking like 16, 17-year-old. That's the plan. And I go, cool, man. Like, I'm not there to dash your fucking dreams. I'm not going to go and sit there and be, I'm trying to do it myself, right? I am not going to do that to anybody. But I go, okay, so what are you planning to do? And then that's when the blank stare starts. And that's where I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, you got to figure out, okay, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to post? Are you going to, I even tell them, like, even if you're going to eat shit and just like do a post and I'm going to talk shit about this movie I just saw. Cool. When's your first episode? When's your, and I have family that wanted to do that too. And then they'll tell me their plans. I'm like, all right, do this, and they don't do shit. And that's what I'm trying to eradicate. I go, don't sit there and do nothing. It's better to do something and fail than just sit there and fucking just throw up your ass. And I don't know about you, but this is me. But I rather try something and fail, and at least I can say, hey, I tried it, than do nothing and sit on my ass and wait for the world to end on me. So that's that one. And that was this one. What the hell is this one then? Do I want to get into the black brush just yet, or do I rather just see pen? Let's let it dry. Yeah, I'm very close to breaking out my hair dryer again, just because sometimes I want this to dry. I mean, I don't even care if you're like you want to flip burgers. At least like I had one time a middle school girl. She was straight up just asking me questions. I was a substitute, and I was just like there. She's like, "Why do we even have to do this? Isn't it true? It doesn't matter until high school." And I'm like, you know what? You're very astute. You're very on top of it. That's fucking true. Yeah, But it's good to learn some shit now and everything. I was like, what do you want to do? I tell her, like, what do you want to do in the long run? And then she was telling me about how she wanted to open a pizzeria. I go, really? And I started talking to her, and she goes, because she was working at a pizzeria already, like helping out, doing orders, delivery, all that stuff. And I go, cool. And I was like talking to her about it, and I go, well, if that's your goal, you still need to finish high school. You still need to learn shit because you just want to have at least a basic understanding. But you need to know like math. You need to know how to fucking add, subtract, and then okay, when you want to do a loan, you want to do this, you want to do that. We're just talking it over. But I think one of the best things you can do is go to your boss, whoever the boss is, and just follow them and just learn as much as you can from them. Because they're gonna know all the ins and outs. And it could be like, okay, permit for opening a pizza place. What's that called? How much is an oven? When is dough too expensive, or when is this? And just learn all those things. And if you can get that shit down, then when that time comes that you're gonna open it, you'll be more sure. And she came away like very happy with that, and I was too. I thought we got something very much communicated and put together. You can tell, and then and that's the thing too. Like if that's your jam, man. Like if you want to just make pizzas, or you just want to make money. Some people just they're really into making money. They just want to have money so they can buy things. Okay, cool. We need that too. Well, what do you do to value? And I go, one of the ways, real estate, dude. Knowing how to real estate, knowing how to put everything together, knowing how to put working that, dude. I've seen people make bank on it, and I know some stupid people that made bank on real estate, like real fucking dum dums. But you know what? It was like almost Rain Man-ish how they got into real estate and with everything else. You couldn't talk to them about anything else because they wouldn't know anything. But you talked about real estate, they knew what the fuck's up. So yeah, that's something that we really put your mind towards. But that's the thing. A lot of people they just coast, man, and they want things to come to them, and it's just not gonna happen. Like I'm doing this because I really would love to like a chance to work on Transformers, if it's a short story or something. Like I'm really surprised that they haven't opened up and done one of those anthology things and just written some stuff and had some people do shorts. Like now I'm doing this and I'm like, oh, what if I do a comic with Sideswipe and Sunspeaker and it's like a wrestling match, so it's like a tag team? That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. I'm liking it. I might color it. Jayhawk fan, what's up? Wesley, this is right. Dirty. Start talking like the fucking chef. Nope. And all I got is people fucking. All I get is people spamming me. I'm telling you, man. I don't know. I don't know. I sometimes think, okay, am I washed up? I ain't gonna lie. I'm not doing this out of like pity or what the fuck. But I'm like, am I washed up? Am I just done? Because I'm just not creating anything anybody gives a fuck about anymore? I don't know. It's a weird thing. But I also enjoy doing this. So that's the thing too. Ah, thank you, Babu. So yeah, he's supposed to have a wheel here. And this is reference. Hmm. The original G1 drawing of him. I met Alan Bell, who did his voice. He's the same guy who did the voice of Duke in G.I. Joe. Nerd fact. The gun, I pretty much kind of made my own. I was like, yeah, I put some stuff here, I put some stuff there, but now I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, it'll be close enough. And in fact, it wasn't. Was it all problemo? No problemo? No, it was all problemo. Forgot I had the other one. Crap. Okay. Forgot I had another commission that I have to do. I came not on Whatnot. A long-standing fan. I had to do at least a sketch tonight to show him. I have to follow that. Money. I might eliminate that background. Okay. Damn, for real? Did I do that? Well, this is the reason why. About my markers. My paint markers. I want to see how these. Oh crap! This is a big old boy. eliminate those lines. I thought I was going to do something with it, but yeah. It's mostly so that if I scan it and color it. No, this is not. Hey, Sandman, what's going on, dude? William, thanks, man. Just practicing my Transformers. I'm gonna see about doing like a little short outlaw Transformers comic. I'm gonna do something with Sideswipe because he's like my favorite Transformer. Just doing cleanup now. What's up with you, man? Yeah. Just got home with some. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, I haven't had Chipotle in a while, and I went to have it the other day. It's just gotten so expensive. I don't know, like me and my wife. I think when we started dating, we would go to Chipotle sometimes. I remember, like, I kept telling her, I'm like, how much did we spend? Cause I remember we would spend $16 for both of us, maybe a little bit more because we get the sodas, but we never like nacho chips and stuff. We were just like bowl and whatever else, dude. And we've been together 8, 9 years now, and now I'm like, dude, when we went the other day, it was like 38, almost 40. Yeah, Jesus. And I'm just like, and we went because we really wanted that. Like, when you want to eat that particular thing, so we really wanted to eat. Like Taco Bell's the same shit. Like Taco Bell's another one that I'm like, what the fuck? I laugh because sometimes I tell my kids about this is how old I am. I remember when there was a 29 cent, it was like 29, 39, 49 cent menu, and they just look at me like, what the fuck? Like they imagine me on a horse and buggy getting Taco Bell because it seemed like so long ago. Like back in my day. So yeah, that's the only thing. But I always get a lot of cilantro. I tend to get the salad now more than anything. What sketch covers do I have right now? Shit, I know I have a Battle Beast one. Um, shoot, one second, one minute. I have to go to get my sketch cover box. I have a list on this other stuff. Damn it. I have more stuff for the list. Obviously, I have my Flocata sketch cover. I have those. And obviously, I have these still available. My number one. You can get these. I think I do have a Harley Quinn. Then I have this Battle Beast one. Let me see if I can put them on here. Zoom out. And it zooms out too much. There are my pre-made ones. I have to list these again. I forgot. So this is my a Hexware I did, Spawn, X-Force, Batman Detective, my other Batman, Captain America, Defenders, that Fantastic Four fold out. Oh, this Rogue piece. I forgot I did that. Gambit. Man, I forgot I had these. Oh, that's to sell. I do have Power Rangers. Oh, I also have my Meat Hook sketch cover. I forget to post them, man. That's the thing. And that has a sketch cover in the back, but it says this cover in the front. And that's my number one. That's my variant. My number one. And then I know I have a crap ton, dude. I have a crap ton. And I think I do have a Harley. I just have to. Oh, see boxes. One thing about the fucking desert, man. So much dust. You live out here, you can have a house sealed like a freaking sealed up like you wouldn't believe. I have to sell like variant covers like that and shit too. Like this is like really rare, but nobody. This is my Vampirilla cover for Vampirilla 19. That's my cover that I did there. I gotta fucking put that up. Have a Joker. I have a Woman of Tomorrow, number one. I have Joker. Superman, as you can see. Storm. I'm trying to see because I know I have a Harley, but it might be colored. I also have Spider Woman number one, Spider Gwen. This one's a little up there just because, as you can see, it is a rare cover on there. Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, this is something I should have finished. That's my Batman versus John Wick sketch cover. I never finished this. I got Spawn. So I got Spawn, Superman. That's a Thor. This is a Batman number one. Gunslinger Spawn, Stray Dogs, Savage Wolverine, another Spawn, Storm, Fantastic Four, Gargoyles, Howard the Duck, Hulk, Joker, another Joker. This is the 80th anniversary special. X-23 #1. My other comic, Zombie Years #1. I have a couple of those left over. Wolverine #1. Another Gargoyles, Hulk, Rick and Morty. This is Supercon. Miles Morales Spider-Man, Fantastic Four #1. And that's it, I think. Yeah, I think the other Harley I used it. Several chapters, reviews, DK. I really should put these in alphabetical freaking order. I even have more of those. More Superman, New 52, Multiversity. Which one? Zombie Years? It's regular sketch cover price, man. Depends if you want a black and white or something like that. Multiversity, I got a couple of those too. Vanish, Storm, #1, Hell to Pay, Superman and Metropolis, more Hell to Pay. Got this Iron Man that I've been lugging around for a while. Got this Ninja Turtles Usagi Yojimbo, DK3, Dark Knight Returns, Avengers, Batman, Captain America, Nonstop Spider-Man. Here's a loose one. Death of Spider-Man. Another Spawn #1. Judge Dredd. I've been planning to do something with this forever now. This Dark Knight, but it's of course black, so I don't know what I would do. Maybe paint marker with that. Kiss. If you're a Kiss fan. Spawn. More Spawn. And that's it. That's what I had. I had a lot more. Oh, yeah. Sorry, sometimes I have little notes on them, and I'm like, is this something I forgot? I feel like I did a gunslinger Spawn for you. I don't know about Bane. I never did a Bane. I would remember if I did it. I only done Bane and Sketchcard. Zombie Years, if you want to get Zombie Years, man. Again, like I said, I can always do like a black and white for you, and I'll just throw it in because they are rare. Like I can't. If you do find them in the wild, they tend to be 20, $30. But I won't lie. Most likely, like nobody knows about that series because that was mostly con exclusive stuff. It was like 20, $30. Um, for a black and white, I think. And remember, a full spread is like both sides if you're going to do something like that. But if you want Bobo, if you want it, I can do $30 and you can just do my comic sized illustration and I'll do an illustration in the front. We can always do a zombie clerks thing if you're looking to get something like that. Yeah, on the Spider Gwen, I'd have to add a little bit more because it is a really rare sketch cover. It does go for a lot more. but the other ones would be standard. If you're doing like a Harley, I've done the Spider Harley. Did I do that for you or no? I've done Spider Harley. It's almost like another character of mine. I've done that, or was Harley Gwen. I've done that for a couple of times. Did I do that for you, Darkest Night? But I'm like, or Sandman. I think I did that for you. I know I did sketch card. I think of that. But yeah, that's what I got. Let me know what's up. I did forgot that I have another commission, and it's personal commission. It's like a person's portrait that I have to do. But yeah, I got to put my own variants up. I forgot to put the Vampirilla variants, and I forgot to put some of the Wakata variants. Yeah, I finished this one. This one was pretty good. I think I can do a little bit more to it now. My skills have exceeded. So yeah, so that's just oh awesome. Thank you, Babu. Is there anything particular you want on the zombies? Hmm. All right. He's into weird stuff, folks. Yeah, things with donkeys. It's just not. Wild. Yeah. So here's some stuff for people that are in the room right now. There's some stuff. Ah, this light wants to die. So this is some of the stuff I've been working on. This is just character studies for my mini comic, my web comic. This is my web comic Fugly. If you guys ever want to check it out, read it on the Substack. A Cad Bane. Oh, Cad Bane. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. I did the Cad Bane for you. I thought Bane from Batman. I was like, this is an absolute Batman I did. Let me know, man. Thank you, sir. More of the Night Thrasher. This is just my version of Night Thrasher. I want to do like an outlaw comic of that. T-shirt design, toy design that I want to do. Again, this is me with the inks, drawing some booty. Turtles. I mean, what else can you draw but booty and titty? Illustration for one of my short stories that you can read for free at frogata.com. This is my take on Batman. I was kind of giving him a symbiote suit, like a future Batman kind of weird unraveling thing. Like the idea of that. So working on that. Then I also got my web comic that I do in the sketchbook. This is all really unfinished, and everything else is going to be finished up and on the website. What do you want to do it on? This is another comic I'm working on piece by piece. If there's a specific cover you want to do it on, we can come up with something. Did I do this the Harley Gwyns for you, Sandman? It was the Harley Quinn smash up. Harley Quinn, Gwen Stacy. I did that some time ago. And then there's my side swap. Yeah, just clean this as much as I can so when I scan it, I'm not doing that much cleanup. Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be a true Harley Quinn. That's true. I don't think I ever watched fully Yoga Hosers. Like again, I don't think I've ever watched Tusk either. Sandman. No, I don't think the Cad Bane. Okay, a Vader. Yeah, and some anime ones. Cool, cool, sweet. Um, yeah, and this one, like the Zombie Years sketch cover. This is one of 500. I think I did. No, not even that. I think the total print run was 500. I think it's like one out of 50 or one out of 75 or something like that. There's very like four left from the whole collection, and I just found them too. They were in luggage that I had from like a C2E2 years ago because I sold so many out. Yeah, well, they went up in value a little bit, man, because unfortunately my co-writer John Ayua on Tommy passed away. He passed away 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was gonna make a trip down to Miami. That was another reason why I was like kind of hesitant about going on whatnot because it was just ill timed. So yeah, unfortunately passed away. Thanks, dude. He was my partner. He was my buddy, man. It was really, really sad. When I found out, I couldn't even fucking believe it. Because it's a super animated fucking cat, dude. And, that guy loved comics, and it was fun doing the shows with him and everything. He was my publisher. He's the guy who gave me one of some of my first big breaks. So it was really fucking sad, man. I'm planning to go to Miami possibly sometime in the summer just to like get together with some of the guys from Creature Entertainment, all the old school guys, and just to hang and talk and shit. I was trying to get out there, but the fucking tickets were like $1,000 just to get to Miami, and I was like, fuck that. And I was working at the time too, so I would miss days of work. It was just too bad. It's too impossible. So yeah, there's that. I'm just gonna be on a little bit longer. I'll just show you the comics I do have. I think almost pulling them out of order. Because then these are like variants I did for other publishers, for my own publishing company. I have it in order, so I don't. So you have like this is haha number one. I did a variant for this for Image Comics. This is a zombie years. It's kind of beat up. This is just like for my archives. Another one. This one actually came with a T-shirt. It was one of our deals. This is another number one. This one's signed by everybody. So this is another cover artist, Kenny Calderon, Wild Inks. You can find them. You think about doing Ichigo from Bleach on a Hell to Pay blank? Fuck yeah, that would be awesome. I love doing those. This is another Tommy cover that we did. That's the Garbage Pail Kids. Oh look, we have Tommy sketch covers. Those are a few that I have left. Like the two I have left. Yeah, like this one's going for like $50 or something like that. Yeah, super down, dude. That sounds like a good plan, especially Ichigo. This is another cover I did for Image Comics, Unnatural with Mirka Androfo. This was colored by Daniel Dolitsky. Thank you, Sam, man. So let me get that. But the ha-has are pretty rare too. I know the guy who printed it, um, he doesn't have it because he hit me up for my copies. I was like, I think I sold him five. He needed it for a show for New York Comic Con. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I'm down here. I have this rolling cart next to my desk that has all my stuff. So hell to pay and how many zombie years were there? There were originally 9 issues that were printed. Issue 10 was never printed. And I'm actually working on issue 11. So I am planning to republish those. I'm going to be doing a Kickstarter and everything, but I'm reformatting number 1 because let me show you some fucking inside sports shit for zombies. So, yeah, these are my copies that are left over. So this is Zombie Years issue 5. This is from the first 5 issues. This is how we printed them because this is how I used to publish the book. Because it was a web comic first, and then I changed the format on issue 6. So this cover is awesome. This is done by Jude Million, the interiors and everything else. So this was done in 2011. Look at that. Yeah. So printed with Comics Wellspring. See the back. This is our Tommy cover. This was a Misfits cover we did for New York Comic Con. That one's also going for a lot. So then this is when we were working with this other artist on Ultra Vixen. And then this was Forgive Me, Father. This is one of the books that we did at Creature Entertainment. This is taking me back. So then there's The Gun 2. That was also another book that we did. And Ravenous with Jose Variz. That was another book that we did. That was number 1. And so that was the format. So what happening is now is I'm reformatting the first 5 issues and putting it this away. You gotta look for them, man. I mean, it's funny. Friends of mine send me shit, be like, hey, your Zombie Years number 1 or whatever. Why, oh shit, I find, why is it $100 on eBay or $200 graded? And I'm like, hey man, it just is what it is. So people are gonna, but then people find shit in the dollar bin sometimes. I think I remember just the other day somebody sent their son had found some of our comics at Goodwill. And I told him, hey, yeah, you should put it to fucking sell because you might. And I think he already sold one of the books for 20. So I know that there's Res number 1, which was done by Jeff DeCal. And I think there was another one that's a Forgive Me Father cover. That's Jeff DeCal's cover. That's one of the covers that's like the worth the most. It's like easily like 100, like a $200 comic. We sold a copy of ours to a collector of Jeff's stuff that Jeff sent us, and it was 300. So, some of them are big time. Hey, what can I say? We made a lot of comics. We did really well in our time. And that was John Ayua all the way, man. That motherfucker loved comics. I miss him. He drove me fucking bonkers at times. I'm not gonna fucking shit you not. There's times that motherfucker made me want to jump over and choke him to death. But he was a good guy. He was a good guy to have in your corner. It was just like it's like the Hulk, like you'll be reading, and then like Hulk gets mad and he starts smashing things. It's kind of like that, but instead he would, I don't know, try to fuck it or something. Well, I was gonna do the individual issues, and then I was gonna do a trade paperback. Um, the thing is 2 things. I'm not with Creature Entertainment right now, and it still exists. It's still there. There's talk of us about getting back together. But I recently had a shitty interaction with some of the old members, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just keep doing it on my own. Nothing bad. I'm not like pissy or anything. It was just like, oh, okay, no, fuck it. I'll just do it on my own. So I'm planning to, yeah, like publish it myself. And so I want to get number 1 out, 2, 3, 4, but I'm reformatting it. I think I'm on page 4 of reformatting the first issue, and it's reformatting and redrawing. So there's parts of it that I'm putting, like making a lot nicer. So it can be like this. Even though this is number 1, this is technically issue 6. This one. So that's like it's going to be reformatted. This is volume 2, issue 6 is when we reformatted the comic. Yeah, so that's the plan right now. That's what I'm gonna try to do, especially with the summer and everything else. When I'm in Spain, my wife's gonna be rehearsing a lot. I'm gonna be out and about doing stuff, but I know I'm gonna have some downtime. I'm gonna be working on the formatting. I'm just gonna take my laptop with me and bang out a lot of shit as much as I can. You know, it's gonna be a bitch. It's not gonna be easy. I'll tell you that much. It's a lot of freaking work. It's not redrawing the comic, but and then for me, I go back and I see something and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, let me change this, let me change that. Next thing you know, I've been doing notes with it. I've been doing that with a couple of comics that I've done to put it on Flocka.com. It's like the Substack is everything now. I'm trying to do that with all my books so that there's a way of getting those out there. Shit, let me put which one's the top for this? Well, I'll be in Spain, not Italy, but that'll be yeah. They have a knockoff. That's hilarious. I'm gonna hit a couple of comic spots while I'm in Spain. I might meet up with a friend of mine who's an Egyptian comic book artist while I'm there. And then there's talk about a friend of mine from France coming down. I'm also going to talk to a friend of mine from Finland. He's an American who lives in Finland. I haven't seen him in years. My buddy Chris, that I used to do the podcast with years ago. So I'll talk again about getting together and doing shit. That would be cool. At least an episode or something like that. And this is, of course, I find this under my desk because that's my dog's toy. Anyway, all right, guys. I think I'm going to call it for right now. I've been an hour and change. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for purchasing stuff. Put wind under beneath my wings. I'll be working on these two, putting those together. I may, if I do it, I might still record it as a time lapse or put it up on YouTube. Thank you guys. Sweet man. Thank you for your purchase as always. All right, dude. Have a great night. I'll see you guys Monday. Yeah, Monday for Lunchbox.